What's up, beautiful people? Jen here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenna Lee, aka Jen Sparkly, commander of the Sparkle Army. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out in my little corner of the internet. I hope you'll stay. I promise I'm a lot of fun. Today is a very special day. A very special member of the Sparkle Army has a birthday. So, happy birthday, Midnight Skull. I hope you have a fantastic, wonderful, amazing day. And I love you. Mwah. Everyone in the comments, wish Midnight Skull a happy birthday. Now, today's video is about DJ Khaled. Now, quick recap in case you aren't somebody who keeps up with celebrity news. DJ Khaled was recently on The Breakfast Club, which is a huge morning show hosted by Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee. They interview predominantly people in the hip-hop and rap and R&B community. However, they do have people from all across the board as guests. Either way, Khaled was a guest recently, and the topic of relationships and roles in relationships came up. And he talked about how a king should be treated like a king. His woman should honor him like a king. And he was quick to say, well, I honor her like a queen too. The way I do that is I paid for your house, I paid for your car, I paid for your clothes, all this food in the house, all of this, I paid for that. That's how I honor you. Of course, sex came up, and he was asked if he went down on his woman, and he very quickly, very authoritatively said, absolutely not. No, I don't get down like that. I don't do that. I don't do that. But as soon as Angela Yee said, so you don't mind if your woman doesn't do that, right? Oh, no. She's supposed to. So, this opens up a lot of very interesting discussions, let's say that. Now, I understand that DJ Khaled is an extremely talented guy. I mean, he has one of the best singing voices. Well, he's not a singer, but as a rapper, his flow, his lyricism. Well, you know, as a producer, he has a lot of really innovative technique. No, he didn't do that either. You remember that kid in school who rode like the smaller bus, and you know, like Timmy from South Park. Timmy! That's kind of what DJ Khaled is in the hip-hop community. Khaled! DJ Khaled! Where are his Lords of the Underworld? I mean, at least Timmy had a backing band. Either way, the question comes up because it's clear as day that that is not the general consensus of men, as evidenced by the countless men who have used his utter failure as an opportunity to self-promote. I can't tell you how many times I've already had guys say, oh, that's disgusting, Jenna. I would never turn that down. Oh my gosh, I'm so good at it. I mean, like, not to brag, but some of my exes have said I'm like the best ever. You know, I got my girl off like 10 times. Now, if we could just have a mental rewind back to the sex questions video. No, you didn't. No, you didn't get her off 10 times. Let's just... She was probably drunk and wanted you to feel good. But rest assured that didn't happen. Okay? Okay. This also brings up the question of the ride or die girl. Now, I bring this up because that term has, as have most things on the internet, been bastardized, misconstrued, and changed to have almost a completely different meaning than for what it was originally devised for. Originally, and what it's supposed to mean is your ride or die girl is somebody who stands by you. Even if you're broke, even if you're not driving 5 different cars, even if you don't have wads of cash in your pocket, as long as you treat her right, show her respect, and honor her, she's going to stand by you. Those are the ones who, when you do make it big, you want them by your side because you know they're not with you for the money. They're with you because of you. That's a ride or die chick. But unfortunately, in this day and age, ride or die has been misconstrued, and some of these young girls seem to think that being a side chick is a ride or die thing to do. No, you're not a ride or die if you stick it out with him after he sleeps with Jennifer from the nail salon and Ashley from where you get your makeup, or knocks up your cousin, or has a 3-way with the 2 sorority girls from 2 neighborhoods over. Staying with a man who does that, that's not ride or die. And I'm afraid that that has been bastardized by this side chick culture that somehow in the last few years have almost like decreed that it's we've normalized this to the point that it's okay if you do X, Y, and Z for your man. He doesn't have to do it back because he buys you things. Let me share a story. A few years ago, I was seeing this guy, really cute. We really hit it off. First couple of dates went really, really well. We're back at his house. We're watching a movie. Conversation is amazing. Things get physical. Okay. We had been talking and hanging out for 2 or 3 months, but this was only like the 3rd or 4th official date. Either way, I don't really put limits on when I sleep with the guy. If I want to, I'm just gonna. Either way, we're fooling around, and TMI time, I enjoy going down on my man. I enjoy knowing that I please him. There's nothing that turns me on more in this world than knowing that I'm turning on my partner. Nothing. And so I did that. And it wasn't like a half-ass no, honey. It was 30 minutes of posing and putting on a show and giving him the whole 9 yards. Because everything leading up to this gave me the indication that the sex was going to be amazing. So, he finishes and proceeds to tell me that, oh my God, I think that blowjob just changed my life. Awesome, I did my job. So I'm laid back on the pillow, kind of fluffing my hair, thinking, okay, awesome. He proceeds to get on top of me, point down to my girl giblets, and says, I hope you don't mind, but I don't do that. Really? You don't do that, huh? I got up. I got dressed. Didn't say a word. Words weren't necessary at this point. I got up. I got dressed very slowly, putting on my cute little top, fastening it back up, roping the girls back in. All the while he's baffled as to what has changed my mind. And I said, do you really think after all of that I'm going to be satisfied with one of your 3 pump dumps? Because I'm not. I deserve it too. And if you're not willing to do that, what other ways are you incredibly selfish? In what other ways are you spoiled and entitled? Save it. I don't want to know. So I got dressed. I got in my car. And before I drove out of his apartment complex, I texted someone who I knew did that and was like, hey, are you home? I need to talk. Code words. Everyone has that friend. I went over, told this guy the whole story, and he's like, well, you don't have to worry about that with me. And I had my good night. There were fireworks and all of that good stuff. Not that you guys care about that, but here's my point. I don't like the whole idea that, well, I bought her house, I bought her cars, I paid for this, I paid for this. I own my house, I own 2 cars, I run my own business. I will never need you. So if you are in my life, it's because I want you there. Don't ever think otherwise. Women, don't get in this position where your back is to the wall in a house that you have no ownership in, driving cars your name ain't on, wearing clothes you didn't pay for, with a man who clearly sees you as a subservient. Because that's what it is. You are nobody's servant. You are nobody's pet. Now granted, everyone has kinks, and I'm not here to kink shame. I am a hardcore lowercase s. No worries there. However, never get yourself in a situation like that, because now she's married to him. And if she's happy with that arrangement, his wife, that's fine. That's good for her. If she's happy that way, that's fine. Maybe she doesn't need that to get off. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she is content. And that's great. If she's happy, do your thing, girl. But at the end of the day, if my husband was famous and in a nationally syndicated talk show openly admitted that we're not even equals in the bedroom, I think it's time to reevaluate that relationship, where you stand, where he stands. Because from where I'm standing, it doesn't sound like you are in standing with him at all. It sounds like, as far as Mr. Khaled is concerned, at any given time, you're kneeling. And I'm sorry, I kneel for no one. And ladies, you shouldn't either. Men, you shouldn't either. It's that simple. I don't get it. Mrs. Khaled, you do your thing. Do your thing. But if I had to look at DJ Khaled naked, his boobs are bigger than mine. Okay? If I had to compete with a better rack than mine every night in the bedroom, oh, I'm getting some oral pleasure, and that's just the plain truth of it. If I have to look at that naked, if I have to listen to DJ Khaled all the time, oh, I better be getting off so much that I sleep 12 hours a day. Side note, do you think when he comes, he goes, DJ Khaled? I bet he does. Another one. Okay, all right, I'm done. Anyway, that's the point. You are subservient to no one. You deserve an equal. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have, how much talent you have. None of that matters. If you are with someone who sees you as kneeling before them, you are not in the right relationship. Get out, correct it, and find what you need. That's all for today, ladies, gentlemen, and all in between. I love you guys very, very much. Don't forget to wish Midnight Skull a happy birthday in the comments below. All of my social media are in the description box below, as are all of my coupon codes. Go shop and treat yourself on me. If you like me and you like what I'm doing and you like what I'm about, consider joining my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. You can help pick out video topics and have private one-on-one chats. If you're not into the Patreon, you can always do a one-time payment via PayPal. That information is included in the description box as well. Go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe, and go ahead and share this video. You should do that. Until next time, I love you guys. Y'all stay beautiful.